Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Drunkards and Dragons, a show where we roll some dice, have some drinks, and try not to die at either of those things. Before we get right into it, just to remind everybody about Amazon Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to our channel for free every month. Doesn't cost you anything. Helps us out a ton. And also, just want to thank everyone who has been subscribing. The numbers show. It really helps. And just everyone just hanging out with us every week, that means a lot. So if there's no other announcements, jumping right into it. Last week, our heroes started their journey through the Underdark, appearing in the small lagoon-like area, not much water, barely lit up by glowing fungi on the walls. They began practically blind through the tunnels. Luckily, they all have dark vision, but it only does so much in the Underdark. So traveling through this black and white 30 by 30 feet at a time or something like that. I can't remember how far dark vision goes, but
I think it's 30.
Traveling through it, they found a lot of different. I believe you guys have been there for like a day and a half, something like that. 2 days at this point.
2 days, I think.
So, as far as I know, they've been traveling for 2 days, and the tunnels keep winding and moving. And when they try and backtrack, they find another path. Luckily, Alexia began marking the tunnels.
Oh, they're still on there.
The biggest encounter has been these fish-like creatures that seem to hunt in packs and are proficient at immobilizing them. When we left off, they stumbled upon a camp of these creatures, and although they made quick work of them, it seemed that the motives were not entirely to defeat them as their own, and as the last one fell, their spirits seemed to have left their body and summoned a creature from the water itself. This tentacle creature with the naked torso of a woman, but crab-like claws on her hand, and tentacles reaching out from her back in this octopus formation. And that's where we're at right now, guys. I have the initiatives from last week.
Oh.
So, Alexia gets to start things off.
Dang it.
Darius, you're also restrained.
Yeah, you're still in a net.
Need to pull up Koto so I can see.
I wish Escape Artist was still a thing.
What does that do? That sounds familiar.
It was like a 3.5 skill for slipping out of ropes and bondage.
Alright, so I'll use my bonus action to mark it with Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'll try a sharpshooter shot. Oh. 26 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Damn.
$29 damage.
Alright. Your arrow flies through the air and it hits her, and it makes this kind of sound as if metal hits stone that hits her chest. And although it's exposed, it came across as this kind of like hard surface. But it did leave a mark.
I'll try sharpshooter again.
Okay.
Oh. 17 to hit.
That will just barely hit.
Oh, cool. $28 damage.
8.
And I'll try sharpshooter for my third and final attack.
Going balls deep. 50 strats.
Oh, 17.
17 just barely hits.
28 damage.
20 damage.
Jesus. It's like 85 damage or something like that in one turn.
It's quite a bit.
And I'm done.
Alright, so your arrows hit multiple areas. They don't stick. long enough for it to feel like you really pierced the creature, but they do seem to be leaving marks on it, and as they disappear and return to your quiver.
They do not
they do not
return
return your quiver,
it.
never
They
mind.
do not have it.
So they do not stay inside of her at all, they kind of graze her and leave these marks there that hits and it kind of sticks for a moment and falls down. After Alexia is Varys' turn. So you are currently restrained.
I would like to try to get out of the net.
It is a strength saving throw.
13.
You finally managed to unravel the net around you and throw it to the ground.
Alright. So what else am I allowed to do this turn?
That was not an action.
Ooh.
It's
I
just to
thought
check
they
you
were.
out. This one says specifically it's not, so.
Cool. So how far away from me is she?
They're 5 foot squares. She's currently in the water. She's about waist deep in the water. So when you range attack, she's technically half obscured. The water is difficult terrain as well when you step into it, so.
That's okay. I will just cast Eldritch Blast at her.
Alright.
Alright.
She has partial cover right now, so the DC, or the AC will be a little bit higher.
22.
But that hits, no worries. Oh, there it is.
And that will be 11 damage.
11 damage.
And then my next 2 blasts. I'm pretty sure a 12 misses.
A 12 will miss.
And 19.
19 just barely hits.
Nice. And 11 damage.
Alright.
And then I will move back.
Alright. So your Eldritch Blast fire, and it lights up the cavern as it shoots across, and it skims the water some, and
Oh no.
hits her, and the water explodes over as her tentacles flail about. Afterwards, it's her turn.
I need to get out of net range.
God forbid more nets.
So, for one of her actions, she begins filling the cavern with more water.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no.
Does she get advantages if she's in a terrain that she's like mastered kind of thing?
You don't know?
Oh.
Probably.
She moves forward.
What if
If
she
one-
can't come out of the water?
Being
That's
the
why
only
she
one
has
in
to make
range.
water. Just to get closer to us.
To make attacks against you.
I mean, she's mostly octopus.
That one will hit.
With disadvantage, you haven't hit me yet.
Oh, that's true. That will hit. Natural 18 plus her pluses. And 16. Your AC's not any higher right now, is it?
No, it's 19.
Okay, it's still 19. Okay, then yeah, she... That one misses. And that'll miss. So you only get struck once, actually.
Cool.
Bullets, as she strikes you. So you take 15 points of damage. And then I need you to make an athletics check.
Let's see if I can... Okay, that... 19... 23?
23 actually does not succeed.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
So she lashes out at you and grapples you, starts wrapping her tentacles around you, and you're currently restrained at the moment.
Okay.
But it's your turn.
I guess I have to do a strength check then.
Yes.
19.
Oh, I'm making a... Yeah.
Cool.
Got a natural 3, so...
Let's see.
So you pull it off you, and slime is like oozing off of it as it pulls you off, and it strings along, and...
Yeah. Let's see. suppose I'll just move and then be in range for her.
Okay.
And then let's attack her. Let's see, 24?
That'll hit.
Okay, let's see, TH. 15 for the first attack.
15 will miss.
No,
15
damage.
Oh, sorry. Are we doing single attacks still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
No, that was my
15
first
damage. Gotcha. Okay, sorry.
Okay, now I'm gonna roll second attack. Let's see. Cool, that's gonna hit. Let's see, 26.
That'll hit.
Terrible. Uh, 12 that time. Then I'll use my last attack. Cool. 23.
23 hits.
Cool.
All 3 successfully hit. You lash out
Hooray!
through the air, leaving small cuts and indents on the tentacles near you. As she kind of tries to slash at you again, you kind of cut them away, dealing damage to her.
16 damage that time.
16 damage.
Okay.
Alright. Do you want to do anything else?
I don't think I can do anything else.
Alright, Alexia, you're back up.
Oh. Okay. Gonna go for some sharpshooters again. Oh no. 16 to hit.
16 just barely misses.
Another sharpshooter. Yeah, misses. Another sharpshooter. Nat 20!
There we go.
Yeah. Okay, so I get to roll all damage twice or just the arrow damage twice?
Any damage dice you use.
Okay.
So it's not double 10s for your sharpshooter. It's just going to be 10 on top of whatever you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
10 once, double damage though.
Yeah. And you have a hunter's mark on there, so you get that as well.
3,
And your bonus only once as well. Your dexterity bonus only once as well.
Okay.
And you have braces of archery now, so that also only is applied once. Or teach, yeah, to only once, yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
because that's
just making sure.
yeah.
Just making sure.
33 damage.
33 damage.
And that was my last attack. 1, 2, 3.
It's your first 2 arrows. As the water's splashing about and she's flailing everywhere, and Ithlin's in that mix of the flurry, you fire both arrows. The first arrow kind of gets lost in the wave being created by her splash. You fire again, and as she's slapping towards Ithlin, it also backs it out of the way. You take that moment, you steady yourself, and you fire, and it's the perfect breath release as you let go, and it just flies straight ahead. This one actually does stick into her chest.
Okay.
Do you want anything else?
Nope, that was it.
Varys, you're up.
Alright. I'm gonna cast Hex. Choosing Strength.
Okay.
And then I'm going to fire off an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
It's a nat 20.
Whoa.
All right.
Okay. Oh my god.
Nice. Like pretty close.
32
to
damage.
Nice.
Second blast. 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
15 damage. And last blast. 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Such damage.
Where am I? Whatever. 15 damage.
Alright. So your first one fires, and actually the arrow sticking out of her chest actually acts as kind of a lightning rod as you fire at it, and it hits her, and you see this kind of crack begin forming around her chest, and it spiders out across it. And so you fire in the same spot twice again, and further more cracks appear all along the chest, and now it's gonna, this gross carapace-like structure is like falling, chipping into the water.
So we're chipping away at her armor, it seems like.
So it's my turn?
But so is this like the woman's torso that we're like,
Yes.
we've been hitting?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. It's creepy.
Oh no, I'm gone.
It disappeared.
Yeah,
Looks like you're in water now.
Yes. So water heaps up to your waist at this point, Evelyn.
Oh no.
May the odds be ever in your favor.
Swing at you, you're the closest one. It's gonna miss. That'll hit. That'll hit. It's a total of 21 damage. She lashes at you twice. Needs you to make another athletics check. That's a natural 1. I can't get any worse. Because I have disadvantage on those.
Just don't get a natural one, and you win.
Yeah, pretty much.
19.
Yeah, so she actually lashes at you with their tentacles, and after they slap her together, they both come in to try and wrap around you. Unfortunately, she aimed too high and aimed right above you, and ended up hitting one of the stalagmites in the area and just crashes that into that. Rocks fall into the water, but she misses you entirely.
I was hoping her tentacles would like knot up together, and she'd like.
Yeah.
Like, that's what she
Let's see. That will be the end of her turn.
Alright, Ethlyn.
Ethlyn, you're up.
Alright, let's see. I'm gonna use Second Wind.
Okay.
So I need some health back. There we go. Let's see. So I'm in difficult terrain.
Yes, so movement is limited.
Yeah, so I just can't move as far.
She's also half cover right now.
Mm-hmm.
So for you to hit her, it'll be a little bit harder.
Mm-hmm. So I need to move. Let's see. I'm going to activate my Boots of Speed.
I think you already activated them in this fight already.
Have I?
Yes. I think it was during this fight specifically. Not with her, but with the Kuotos previous.
I don't remember.
Yeah, so you should actually still be under the effect of them.
Oh. Okay.
Because they last a minute, so...
Yeah, I don't have to. 10 minutes.
10 minutes, okay.
Okay, well I don't have to do that then. So I'm just gonna move.
Okay.
Actually, wait. I'd have 2 attacks in my movement? Because I used 1 action already.
What was your action?
I used second wind.
That's a bonus action. So you still have your
Oh.
attack action.
Oh, okay.
So you'd be able to attack
Yeah.
3 times?
Yeah, so I could use all of my attacks and I could still move.
You wouldn't get your bonus action attack, but you get your 3 primary attacks for being a fighter.
Yeah. Yeah, I should use my try and hit her before I move.
Okay.
Let's see. Ugh, 14.
14 will miss.
So low. 19.
19 just barely hits.
Hooray! Uh, 15.
15 damage.
Yes. And then I will roll my last attack. Dang it. That's gonna miss. Dang it. Okay. So how far can I move?
30. It would normal double your movement speed, so since you're in difficult terrain.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So
Okay. 5.
when moving away, she gets to swing at you.
It's disadvantage.
19, 12. 19 will just barely hit you total.
Dang.
So it's 15 damage. So you try to run away, and the boots aid in this as they help you navigate through a difficult terrain. You move normally, but you see her slap across your back.
Let's see. 5, 10, 15. Okay.
Anything else?
Nope.
Alright, at the end of your turn, she's going to use her legendary action. One of the Kuotoa that have been slain stand up,
Oh, gross.
picks up the net that was on the ground.
Oh no!
He's coming for you, man. That's your weakness.
And that's at the end of Ithlin's turn, so Alexia gets to go.
Alright. Great. Okay. I'll still aim at the big boss.
Okay.
Sharpshooter.
Alright.
16 to hit. No,
16.
wait. Yeah, 16 to hit.
16 just barely misses.
Okay, I use curving shot as my bonus to hit that guy.
Nice, okay. So
Do I
it's a
reroll,
new
right?
attack roll, yes.
Okay.
But it's free. It's completely free.
Are we still doing sharpshooter like the original one was?
I'll say since the originally was a sharpshooter, sure.
Okay. It's a natural 16, so like 25? No.
23.
23.
Yeah, that hits.
24 damage.
Okay.
I'll aim at Big Boss again with another sharpshooter. $22.
That'll hit.
$25 damage.
5 damage.
And I'll do another sharpshooter at Big Boss. Oh, 21 to hit.
20 will hit.
Mm, 19, 29 damage.
That's a lot of damage. Jesus.
And I end my turn.
Alright.
I'm just rolling low.
At the end of
Only
your
missed one
turn,
attack,
you can use a
but-
legendary action.
She revives another one?
One of the smaller ones stand up.
You.
Varus, you're up.
I'm a tank! I move into the water.
Okay.
Oh, risky stress.
We're getting personal now. I will swing at her.
Okay.
So I have to call special attacks beforehand?
Yeah.
Alright.
Shots.
Depending what it is.
We trying a defensive flourish, guys.
Okay.
Why?
Okay.
Oh no!
Well,
Not a nat 1.
we'll do it together.
It's the worst.
The fuck?
Always the nat ones.
I haven't rolled one of those in a while. Of course, now that I say it,
Now that you say it, that's all that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
destined to happen now.
Yep.
Now it's gonna move to this side of the table.
So you gotta run forward and you slash, and you actually slip on some kind of gross algae-like substance at the bottom. You actually fall flat forward, smack yourself with the stinging of the surface of the water, and you stand up and you have this red mark across your face now. Cheers.
Don't spill.
Cheers. Cinnamon. Gross.
What's
Not
wrong?
good.
What's wrong with cinnamon?
I hate cinnamon.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not
really?
a big fan of
Have you
cinnamon.
drink Fireball?
Yeah, I mean, it's not good whiskey, but I like cinnamon.
Alright, we try the same thing again?
Okay.
Okay, much better.
That's better.
26 to hit?
That'll hit.
Alright, so 3d6 plus d8. 14, 18, 21. 27 damage.
Alright.
And I get a bonus to my AC until my next turn.
Which is how much?
I get +3, so I'm at 22.
Alright. Alright, anything else?
I will use my final offhand attack,
Okay.
which is a 27 to hit.
That'll definitely hit.
Alright. Uh, 8, 13, 18 damage.
Alright. So white sea foam spreads out from all of you as you're slashing around, and she's throwing her tentacles at you, and you're slashing. And it's just creating this huge wave of like white foam all around them, and you can barely see Varus at that point as it's just all around him.
Ferris, no.
All you remember is me screaming that I'm a tank, running forward and falling face first.
Yeah, pretty much. Anything else?
Nope.
You're actually in range of one of her other legendary action.
Oh no.
She is 22 right now.
Is she attacking me?
Yes.
I shield.
Oh, your AC is so high. You are a
28.
tank.
28.
We tanking now?
So,
Yeah, boy.
yeah, that misses.
Ooh.
So even though it's nearly a max roll, that misses.
Tank!
Ooh.
So she actually, her claws pinch open, and she goes to swipe at you. And at first, it's going to hit you, and you kind of jump over it, and as the second one comes down, you throw up your hand, and the shield whoosh, appears in front of you. She hits ethereal shielding, and cracks spread all around it, but you are unharmed.
Awesome.
That's the end of Varus' turn, so it actually goes to her turn. You being just right, she's gonna swing you. Not with her tentacles, but actually with her claw hands. That's a natural 1.
Oh my god.
And natural 7, so the other way she misses. So she misses twice.
You're still such a tank.
Tanking.
It's just so intimidating now. She's just like, you face planted and then you still hit me afterwards.
Okay, that's another natural 1.
Oh my god.
Alright. So basically, you just see her flail around even more, and you hear the sound of just like, it's kind of like when water's frozen over and you throw a rock across it, it makes that choom 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 sound. You just hear that as you see her flailing around. You hear that sound pierce the waves, but you still can't see very well all the water foaming around. Just rolled 2 in a row though. It sucks.
Take one of your shots.
Sure. That'll be the end of her turn. That's when you're up.
Wow. Alright.
Yeah, with a natural 19, she got up to 26. So.
Wow, that is kind of concerning. Like I say, I'm a tank.
Yes. I have a potion, and I'm gonna use it.
Okay.
I could, for like one turn, get my AC up to 32.
My god.
Yeah.
How?
I have 19, and then if I get an 8 when I do a defensive
Oh,
flourish.
it's just potential.
Yeah.
It's like you can only have so many actions at once.
Oh no, I spilled.
Wow. All that lecture about us spilling.
I know.
Such a hypocrite.
I'm usually so much better at this.
That's Alexia. I'm just kidding. I personally love when character sheets are stained with alcohol. It's character. It's character to your character sheet. Alright, shall we?
Oh, there's a hair in mine.
Oh.
Hair of the dog.
Potentially.
Fun fact, hair of the
Or
dog
hair
does
of the
work,
cat.
but at much worse intervals later. Basically, hair of the dog does actually work, it's true, but you'll have a much worse hangover when you finally get sober again.
I
Okay,
believe
think I got it
that.
out.
I also believe in alcohol poisoning, so I don't do that. Okay, so...
Oh no, the drinks spill everywhere.
Put that last potion to good use.
So that's an action.
Yes.
So you have a movement and a bonus action at this point.
Okay. I'm going to cast False Life on myself.
That's a cantrip, right?
Wait, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think the only thing your class lets you do is cast a cantrip as a bonus action.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Is that like after an attack or something?
If I remember right, the text says you can cast a cantrip as a bonus action,
Mm-hmm.
and then immediately it grants you another attack as a bonus action. Or something like that.
Or like as part of the same bonus action or something?
Kinda. Eldritch Knights, that's kind of their thing. They attack and use magic, so...
Mm-hmm.
He be Noctis.
Kinda, yeah.
I think eventually they get like a teleportation ability, right?
I think so, actually.
I wonder when my False Life levels up. It's probably better by now.
Cantrips level up when you level up.
It's
Yeah.
a first level ability. It's
Yeah,
not
so
a-
it's the first level
Oh,
spell.
it's a
You can't use it
spell?
right now.
Mhm.
You can use a cantrip, and I think that's about it.
Spells usually only get better if you invest higher spell slots into them.
Mhm. Some of them, like damage ones, just get better with certain level milestones, but
Yeah. Well, those are like
I haven't been keeping track
cantrips.
of that.
This is what the book is for.
I probably have more than one thing that's like better now.
now that I'm level 11, my Eldritch Blast fires 3 blasts instead of 2.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually gets up to 4, which is ridiculous. It's like a fighter.
No, actually, it's still an action to cast a cantrip. You just get another bonus action attack. Which is actually kind of useless because you do a will, so...
Yeah, it's nullifies
they
it.
don't stack, so
Yeah, it nullifies it.
yeah, it just lets you cast a cantrip. Which, I mean, you get a cantrip and then 4 attacks, which is really good.
Yeah. What's a... Thought I got 3 attacks.
You'd still get your bonus action attack though.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's its
So,
own thing.
Technically, you get
Takes
5 attack rolls. Technically, but yeah. So your only bonus action would be to action surge, or I think that's it. You could move and make a. You can move. That's pretty much it. Or you can action surge and move and attack. As for cantrips, it depends what cantrip you're looking at, but they all level up at separate intervals.
Yeah, I'd have to go.
So I'd have to look at them
I'd
individually.
have to look all that stuff up.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just cast True Strike. There we go. I can do that.
It's an action. It's not a bonus action. So you use up your action to drink a potion. You have a bonus action and a movement.
I can't do anything then.
That's totally fine. You kind of kneel down, and you take the potion out, and you drink it, and you just let the healing effect.
Savor the potion.
Just savor it, yeah. At the end of your turn, she will use another legendary action.
More water. Poor Varys.
Nope, we get another person.
She pulls up another one of the
Another creature.
smaller ones.
They're all over by Varys, though.
Yep.
Don't worry, he's a tank.
Yeah, he tanking. He tanking.
For how much longer?
And so they actually come in at the end of the initiative round, so now they all get to do something at the end of Bithlin's turn.
I just want to fight.
Well, you get your wish, as this one moves over to you.
Oh. Bring it. Bring it. Oh, okay.
It's gonna move over to Ithlin.
Do I get a hit this guy? Because he's like...
He's still in your attack range.
Damn it.
He has not left your threat range yet.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I just like slightly acknowledge him to let him know I know he's there.
Your AC is still crazy, so he actually goes to like poke you with a spear. He has a trident in one hand, a net in the other. He goes to poke you with a spear, and it doesn't even. You don't even turn to acknowledge it. You just go and stab forth, and the shield appears behind you to block the attack for you. And you hear that ping sound. You look and you're like, oh.
Hello. Just like look down on him.
The two smaller.
I'm cute.
I mean, if I'm being honest here, I did all this so that I would prevent the net from going around me.
The two smaller ones will strike at Ithlin and Alexia. Technically, they've not hit Ithlin yet, so I'll give him disadvantage still.
How was it hitting me from...
He's right next to you.
Yeah, that one.
Number 5.
You said both.
No,
No.
just one.
That one's on him, that one's on me, and that one's on you.
Oh, you
Yeah.
mean both of us?
Yeah, yeah.
I was like,
So
excuse me?
disadvantage, that'll miss. That'll miss either way.
What is it doing from 15 feet away?
Throwing a net.
Everything.
I've disarmed myself.
Go, Web, go.
So with the spear in hand, he kind of raises up his shield and he goes to poke at you, and you easily jump out of the way. As you're finishing the potion, you see him coming down at you, so you jump back, and some debris kind of kicks around you, but
Yeah.
he misses you.
Very good.
Swinging on Alexia. That's gonna miss.
These guys suck.
These guys are plebs.
And then they start like wailing on us. Like, oh, well.
Hey, these are the guys that got 4 natural 20s last session.
And look at them now. All reanimated.
Alright, so after that is now Alexia's turn.
Yeah. Alright. Sharpshooter. Big boss.
Alright.
Ooh.
10 misses.
That'll definitely miss.
Bonus action curving shot at number 6.
Okay.
Ah! 24 to hit number 6.
That'll hit.
How obscured is she now? Is she like mostly underwater?
She's still partially obscured.
Okay. It's the water is just like spreading, not like
Yeah.
getting deeper.
It's raising up actually, so
Okay.
eventually it's feasible she may be
Okay.
fully submerged. But right now, you're up. She's up to a little bit above her waist. Varys is definitely up to his waist.
Okay.
The creature in the water with him doesn't seem to be affected by it.
20 damage to number 6.
20 damage. You actually drop him immediately.
Nice.
Suck it.
You fire the arrow, and it actually hits Varys' shield, and the foam you didn't see, and so as you fire, he actually jumps to the side, and it causes it to hit the shield, and then as it fires off and pings, the magic takes hold of it, and it redirects itself, and you fire it at that one, and it just sticks him in the back of the head, and he falls forward again.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll keep shooting at Big Boss.
Okay.
Sharpshooter.
Okay.
No! Okay, that misses. Sharpshooter again. 14 to hit. That misses. Okay, I'm done.
As Varys is currently fighting through the water, slashing and flailing and dodging the attacks, you hear these arrows whew, whew, past you, and you even slow motion kind of jump over one as it was going to hit you, and then she also slaps it out of the way with her tentacle. At the end of your turn, Alexia, so you're done, right?
Yep.
Smart enough to know she cannot hit Varys. She's going to...
Oh no. Are you sure she's smart enough?
Yes. One of the priests that fell down earlier steps back up as well.
No. We should have burned the corpses.
So Varys, you're up. So your AC returns to normal finally.
Yeah.
And now you desperately swim away.
Nope. I am gonna attack her again.
Okay.
Defendingly.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
You fucking kidding me? 18.
18 just barely misses.
Alright.
Oh.
We try again.
Alright.
We try again.
Oh, 28.
28 will definitely hit.
Nice.
Why don't you tell our viewers how Defending Flourish works?
So, Defending Flourish is this awesome College of Swords thing from Xanathar's Guide to Everything, where you can choose to expend one of your Bardic Inspiration dice and add it to your damage, and whatever you roll for the damage, you also add to your AC until the start of your next turn.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
It is very useful in helping keep your bard alive if you are a bard that likes to get up close and personal, like I do.
Here.
It definitely changes the dynamic, which I love.
Okay. Actually, I rolled this one last time. Let's roll this one. Oh, I got the same thing. 7, 10, 15, 21 damage.
Alright.
And then I will use my bonus action attack with my offhand weapon.
Okay.
Yeah, same target. Alright. 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Yeah.
That just barely hits, in fact.
Oh, wow. 13 damage.
Alright.
And then I'm going to run away like a bitch.
Okay.
Alright, so I step back 5 feet. She attack me?
Yes.
That's fine.
They both will probably.
Are you using shield?
No.
Well, no,
So
you're
my
still
AC
in
is
his, huh?
currently
Yeah,
just
mine.
22.
She will hit you.
That's fine. I'm a little sad, but it's fine.
So she claws you across the back, and you take a total of 11 damage.
Alright. Now I will react after I make my Constitution saving throw for my concentration on my spell,
Okay.
which I succeed. How dare you strike me, you bitch! Burn, and I will cast Hellish Rebuke at...
Reaction?
Yeah, let me see. How much damage can I do? Let's see. The DC's 17 reflex save, I
She
believe.
does not make that.
At We'll go for second level.
Okay.
So it's 3d10. Hiya! It's 17 damage.
How do you want to end it, Varus?
Oh!
Nice.
I want to... She's like a fish, right? Like an octopus or something?
She's like an amalgamation of sea creatures, yeah.
Jeez. I don't know. Just well done. I mean, we need to eat, right?
We'll say for flavor, as you were moving out of the water, you go to move and she actually latches out with her claw and grabs you with it and pulls you under. You guys all see as the bubbles start shifting and foaming around, and you don't see Varus or her at all as they both go under the water, and then slowly steam begins rising from the water, and then it's quiet. And then Varus breaks the surface.
Oh, hey.
You see that she actually doesn't leave a body. After she's taken enough damage, she just kind of vanishes. The water slowly begins to start receding.
I turn my attention specifically to the fish person with the net.
Okay.
Number 4.
You won't get me again.
Hopefully.
Same guy.
It is, I think, the same person.
So at the end of Varus' turn, it would be my turn, but she's dead, so it's Ethlyn's turn.
Right. Let's attack number 5. Let's see. 16.
16 will hit.
Cool.
Oh, this one, yeah.
Uh, 17.
Damage?
Yes.
You also cut him down.
Hooray. Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna move up to right there. Oops. Move to right there. And I'm gonna swing on the big guy.
Alright.
Shaman guy or whatever he is.
Okay.
Oh, so low. 11.
11 will miss, unfortunately.
At least it wasn't a 1.
That's true.
Here we go. That'll hit him. 28.
28 will hit.
$15 damage.
15 damage.
Then I'll use my offhand.
Okay.
Let's see. No, not 1.
Oh no. Do you want a shot?
Sure.
Yeah, we're doing it. I'll get another shot glass. I suppose the only good thing about Lawless not being here is that I have 4 shot glasses all match.
Oh, yeah.
But that's the only good thing. So is that your last attack?
Yes.
Alright. So you're finding that this creature does not behave independently of itself. Its motions are not planned out or methodical at all. And so you swing once and it kind of just lazily lumbers forward. You swing completely over it. Taking a step back, you swing again. This time you hit it in its shoulder and it kind of like, its arm slouches even further down, but it doesn't seem to do anything beyond that as it keeps moving forward. Kind of put off by this, you swing forward again. This time completely slipping on the blood that it started to ooze down as well as slam across the walls.
Yeah.
And also you fall on your back, so you'll be prone for next turn.
Oh, dang it.
Which you still have movement actually, because you have boots of speed on, so you could just stand up at the end of the turn. But yeah, you fall on your back,
Okay.
and you feel like you hear like a soft sound as you fall on like blood and ooze.
Yeah. Gross.
This is one that you had previously already injured as well, so like fish guts are kind of like oozing out of its chest already on you.
Ew. I don't want that.
So yeah, you have your movement left.
Yeah, I'll stand back up.
Okay. Anything else?
I can't do anything else, I don't think.
Alright.
Yeah, because I used my bonus action.
Number 4. Throw a net at Varys.
Oh no!
You got a natural 1. Are you fucking serious?
Better be serious.
I'm gonna die.
Better have flung that net in the strong breeze. Should have been.
So he
Just go all
actually,
over
his
himself.
arms are so slack that
He gets entangled.
he doesn't even, there's no oomph behind his throw, so as he goes and flows it actually flings around and wraps him up.
Yes.
And then the priest will make an attack against Ithlin.
He's the disappointment of his family.
Disadvantage, the first one will miss. Disadvantage, second one will miss.
Nice.
I'll give him spells. So that's it, actually. It is now Alexia's turn again.
Has the water receded at all?
You can tell it's starting to go down a little bit, but it's not receded a lot.
Okay.
The last you saw of the water is just Varys crawling out of it soaked.
I'll move right there. Bonus action, I'll move Hunter's Mark onto the priest
Okay.
and sharpshooter him.
Okay.
18 to hit.
That'll hit.
25 damage.
Okay.
I sharpshooter him again. Oh, you guys got in the way. 10.
10 will miss, unfortunately.
I already used my... Does moving Hunter's Mark count as my bonus action, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So you can't carving shot,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Alright, sharpshooter him again.
Okay.
Yeah. 26 to hit.
That'll hit.
Oh. Alright, 25 again.
Alright. That one also drops.
Ah.
Nice.
Do you want to do anything else?
No.
Alright, Varys, you're up.
Alright, I walk up to the to the one in the net, and I will use my bonus action to move Hex to him,
Okay.
and I will like kind of get this weird grin on my face and like click my blades together. It's time to make some sushi.
Alright.
I will attack him.
Alright.
Do I get any bonuses for him being trapped in his own net?
You have advantage on him?
Oh my god.
Oh, baby.
Alright, first attack. Wow.
Thank God.
A good thing I have that feat that lets me re-roll one of my dice.
That's true.
Wow.
Oh, one better.
I'm still gonna take a shot for that one, but...
So the first one's a
price you
practice.
pay for rolling multiple dice.
The first one's a practice swing as you swing under and the water kind of splatters everywhere.
I got a 15 total. Does that hit?
That does it, actually.
Oh!
Oh, there we go.
I got like plus 10 to hit now.
Yeah. Alright.
Both of those actually would have hit.
It's just 11 damage. No, wait, 12 damage.
Okay.
Alright. I will swing on him again. So I'm not done cutting him up into little pieces to eat later. Wow, Jesus, dude. Okay. 20.
That'll hit.
And 16.
Okay.
Oh, he's still alive?
He's still alive.
Wow. Maybe we won't eat him. This guy is a bit tough. Jesus, dude.
Really
This
like
one
those
has
twos.
rolled 3 2s in a row. Oh, okay. 28
That'll hit.
or 27.
That definitely hits.
Five, 6, 11 damage.
11 damage.
He has to be dead.
So finally, after 3, you cut completely
There you
through
go.
the net, and the net spreads apart as well as the creature itself, just creating the top layer, just this gory, bloody fish mess. And successfully fighting your demons. You won. After a few rounds, the water begins receding back down to normal.
Mm.
I'd like to search the area for some arrows of mine.
Go ahead and make an investigation check. How many arrows did you shoot, first of all, as well?
Between
lots and lots
the
of
first one and then the second, like, stuff. Because I did a bunch last
know,
week,
yeah.
so...
How many arrows did you fire, do you think? You should be keeping track, so...
At least 20.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Nah! 9.
Alright. Go ahead and roll a d4.
Oh. 1! Yeah!
You find 1 arrow successfully.
Oh no.
I'd also like to make an investigation check, searching
Cool.
for nets.
Okay.
Oh.
This would be a search and destroy mission.
Okay.
Oh.
Actually, so of all the
Everything
ones that were
okay?
not destroyed, since you just filleted that one, there is 1 currently you find undestroyed. So when you pulled off at the beginning of the fight. Or
I
the
cut it to
session.
pieces
Okay.
in anger.
I'm gonna make an investigation check just for anything interesting.
Yeah, go ahead and make
In
an
the room
investigation
that we're
check.
in.
There are huts and everything around as well,
I'm
so...
just gonna look around.
Okay, go ahead.
9.
9. You poke around and it's nothing that you really seem as valuable. You find a lot of like different bones of creatures, and you find something. You being an Eldritch Knight, you understand what a spell pouch is, and so you find a bunch of things that resemble that, but no spells you recognize. That this doesn't make any sense. Like how you'd cast a spell with these items, but that's mostly what you find. Other than that, you find different weapons. You notice the weapons they were wielding are crude. They're not well made at all. They're made with like rocks and sticks, and
Yeah.
the nets themselves aren't even made of like top material. It's different moss and stuff kind of pulled together. But you don't find anything of value or interesting.
Various detritus.
Yes.
Can I search for some sort of like religious relic, either on the bodies or within the huts or something?
You need to make a religion check. So you do not recognize any of the religious items that they may be carrying, although you identify that particularly the ones wearing robes in particular, and the ones that have different various staffs made of different things, you can tell these serve as some kind of religious purpose, but nothing you recognize.
Very well.
Does anyone want to do anything else, or search the huts? Who hasn't tried yet, or...
Take a rest.
Yeah.
I search the huts. Perhaps there's
Investigation
more
check.
of them hiding. $13.
13. You find no remains of any of the others. You gather that this is probably a small colony of them. They seem to... Since you've encountered them in different areas of the Underdark at this point, you can gather that they don't really... If they do travel together, they have different areas, basically. However, you do find... go ahead and roll d4.
1.
1. You find 1 mushroom. It's similar to the one Ithlin found before. It is kind of a tan in color and kind of fuzzy on the outside, and when you touch it, it's really rough.
Okay.
It reminds you of a leather. Go ahead and roll another d4.
3.
3. You find 3 of the mushrooms that you have come to realize yield water when you squeeze them.
Mm.
And then go ahead and roll one more d4.
2.
2. You find 2 more mushrooms that are yellow in color, but have brown spots on them. And other than that, you find basically what Ithlin found.
Fat sack of nothing.
Yes.
Do they have like little beds in their huts?
They have moss kind of laid down into a formation that you gather is probably a bed for them, but it's crude if nothing.
Interesting. Well, I managed to find some more of those water mushrooms. Does anybody want one?
How much water do I have? That's a good question. I have a full water skin.
Well, I just drink straight from the mushroom. I just, like,
Okay.
waterfall that.
I say we rest, eat, and drink. Gather our energy back.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, last week we were at the end of 10 hours, so if you'd like to make camp here, you can. If you'd like to keep moving forward, we can also do that.
Yeah.
I vote for camp.
Yeah, we're probably close to needing to rest.
So how many huts were there?
There are 4.
4 huts?
Yeah.
So one for each of them. Dang it.
Well, there was 6 of the little ones, and then 2 of the priests. Or 6 of the mixture of the small and the larger ones.
I would like to go around to huts and gather their moss to make myself a bed.
Okay. So you take all the moss out of the huts and kind of throw it together, and when you kind of touch it, it's pretty soft.
Nice.
Smells like gross fish, though.
Yeah.
Just gotta ruin everything, don't you?
It smells more like the Underdark, honestly. It does have like that kind of like fishy smell. It's more like if you ever like have stood near the ocean, you know? It just has that really weird like smell to it. As well as just the Underdark itself. It's this humid, warm place, and so it kind of is a mixture of like sweat and vomit almost. You don't really notice much because this is what you're currently smelling, but
Is that what the ocean smells like? Sweat and vomit?
when you
No,
mix it with
that's
the
what
Underdark.
smells like. Alright, does anyone want a spicy mushroom?
How many? Did I eat all of those?
Hell no.
But it only takes 1 and then you're done.
Yeah, and I'm rationing mine.
I'll take one from you.
Okay.
I'm unafraid.
Does anyone want to share regular mushrooms for our sustenance during our rest?
I'm gonna begrudgingly finish my
Your spicy rations.
spicy rations as I use the other half of that spicy mushroom on my other half of rations.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Then I eat some mushrooms and have some water.
Okay. So everyone mark off a gallon of water and the days of rations.
I'm out of water.
You gave me a mushroom?
Yeah.
Okay. How many water mushrooms did you have?
I had 3.
You drank
How many
one?
did you
I drank
use?
1.
Okay.
I
They
need
yield
water.
multiple gallons of water, so you drink about a gallon of water from it.
Just pounded a gallon of
Can I
water.
have a water mushroom to fill my water skin?
Sure.
You gonna share your bounty?
Yes.
Do I get a roll to see how much water I get from my mushroom?
No. If you guys are emptying a mushroom, you roll a d4 and -1 from it.
Okay, so that's what I'm doing.
Are you
Give
guys-
me a mushroom.
Are you guys splitting it, or like?
I mean, we could probably split one and have enough for what we need right now.
Maybe.
Well, I already drank, so this would be like
Oh.
refilling my water skin, potentially refilling your water skin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Other way, you guys need a gallon of water a day to stay hydrated.
Mm-hmm.
I just have my gallon.
Okay. I'll take the one from Varys, and I'm rolling a d4.
Yeah, and -1.
-1. Oh.
0.
1 minus 1.
Yeah. So you kind of start twisting it and trying to spill it out, and no water comes out of it.
I got a dud.
Go ahead and roll a d6 though.
Oh.
It's like the one that I already used.
1.
So you find a pound of food.
Oh, hooray!
It was a small mushroom. Itself might make a decent meal, but it just didn't hold that much water.
Can I squeeze my mushroom for water?
Yeah.
Two.
So 3 gallons of water.
But you said -1.
The one Varys already drank from, but this is the new one presumably.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah, this is the
So we get
last
3
of
gallons.
yeah, so it's
Okay,
enough
so
to.
I take 1 gallon to refill mine. I give you a gallon to refill yours. Do you have an empty water skin?
No.
How many water skins do you have?
I have 2, but I'm gonna drink the one that you gave me, so I still have the one that I already had. So I have 1 after drinking that.
So we refill yours? Okay.
Well, I mean, you would refill my second one, and then I would immediately drink it, so I still have 1 full one.
Then what do we do with the 3rd gallon?
If you have no canteen for it, it just spills onto the ground.
Does it all come out all at the same time?
It kind of all comes out at once. It's once you start
There's
twisting
no
it.
control.
Once you start twisting it to try and
You
get
break
it
the
out,
dam, dude.
Pretty much, you
Okay,
break the
fair
dam.
enough. Okay.
Even if you stop twisting it and you kind of put it down, like water continues to eke out of it.
Yeah.
Well, I have water enough for me, so.
I guess we wasted some.
I don't know about you guys, but I didn't get as much sleep as I wanted last time because I was awoken to the news of orcs that weren't really there.
Orcs were there. You just weren't. Oh, wait.
That you didn't help dispose of.
So, if you don't mind, I would like to be the first person to sleep,
Gonna
and I'll
aim
take
for 8 hours of sleep.
and I shall take the last watch with Ithlin, I suppose, since you'll be up by then.
Okay.
All right.
No arguments from me.
Faster than you've ever seen before. I just basically jump and my armor falls on the ground and I just pass out on my little bed of moss, face first. Also, DM sir, would you like to take a shot with me?
Who's taking the
As
first?
we are owed that
watch?
the
I'll do it.
Alright. I take my
That's
armor
fine.
off and go to sleep.
Cheers. Get up now. Sorry, who's taking first watch?
Me.
I took my armor off and went to sleep.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Alright. Where's perception? Okay. 20.
20. You are in complete awareness of your surroundings. You can hear every slight droplet of water. It's not frequent by any means. You've gathered at this point water is hard to find here. But at least clean water. Even more so.
Yeah.
But you do hear slight droplets of water in the distance. Whether it be from the water you're next to now, you can hear every single movement. And you have a very successful watch.
Is it salt water that was in the corner there? Or is it
That'd be
gross
slime
You
water.
haven't tried drinking it yet. It's the same
Christmark water.
it's the same texture and color as the other water you've encountered.
Okay.
The gross kind of greenish
Yeah.
water that does get the job done if you can keep it down.
Yeah.
And
Do we have a pot or something in our adventuring gear?
Depends on
which one
what gear
got.
you took.
Yeah.
I
If
just
you,
have is it basic?
if you took the basic stuff, you've got things for making a fire. You've got bedrolls, rope.
Did you write down which of the starting packs you get as a fighter?
I thought they get basic adventuring gear.
Everyone gets quote quote basic, but everyone has access to different kinds of packs. For example, you have access to a Dungeoneer or Explorer's pack, and those in the equipment section of the PH will tell you what is in them. For example,
Let's say at this point, since character creation was a long time ago.
Yeah, it's adventuring gear. I didn't specify.
Yeah. So
A pot would have been useful. Could have been boiling this gross water.
yeah, some adventuring gear comes with like mess kits, and it's just like a box that you open up, and it has like a plate and like a cup and stuff.
some will specify, yeah.
And the mess kit also has like a small little thing that you can use to cook stuff with.
Well, next
but
time
like a
I'll
priest
specify
pack that
I
clerics
want pots and
get
pans.
might not have that.
Regardless, your watch is quiet. Other than like the sight, it's reminiscent of like something being in the walls. You can hear like scraping of rock and grinding of stone, and it kind of sounds like it's all around you. But as you kind of patiently wait and see if someone's going to come out, nothing does. You don't hear any footsteps approach the camp. Like I said, you're in complete awareness of your surroundings, and so nothing comes upon you during your watch.
Nice.
So who's next? Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
19.
19. Similar situation. You kind of just hear everything. Complete aware of nothing happening as well.
Alright, it's your turn.
You hear the grumbling of an old man
Go ahead and make a perception check.
who's not really old, but
Yeah.
Okay, I am awake, and I have my armor back on now.
oh yes. 22.
Again, very, very vigilant. You hear the sound of... It's definitely back the way you guys came. You hear the sound of kind of scraping, similar to the way the creature you just fought in the water. The kind of when you hit it with your attacks, it would kind of like clang and make like a scraping sound across of it. You hear that as well as these guttural kind of just like roaring sounds and the sound of other things.
Are they distant or near?
They kind of echo around you, but they sound close. Definitely not in this area. As you look around, and if you kind of explore, and at this point the water has receded enough that it's back down to its normal height. So it's back down to that much.
Well, I hope that the others decided to take shelter in the huts, because I'm just going to quietly move into one of the huts, but call forth my blade and wait.
Okay.
If they get closer, then maybe there's a chance they don't check these huts and we can just kind of chill. But if they get too close, I'd have to do something.
Okay.
So can we discern like where it's coming from? Is this kind of from everywhere, or?
It's difficult to find where exactly it's coming from, given the echoey nature of the Underdark.
Yeah.
But it does sound close. It's similar to if you. It kind of sounds like if you were like on the other side of a wall and you were just kind of listening to the other side of the wall. Like it's really, really faint, but you can. It definitely sounds just like it's close to you.
So have I gotten a full rest or no?
You were the last one to wake up, right? So you
Yes.
should be at full.
Yes, I can do everything.
I assume you guys are sleeping in like full 6-hour shifts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 4 hours for you. But... Yeah, 6 hours will get you enough sleep. You feel groggy for sure. It's not easy waking up after 6 hours, but you do get enough sleep to count for a long rest. So what do you guys want to do?
Leave this forsaken place.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to try and find where to go from here.
Well, we can't fit through there. The only way is back this way.
Well, I thought there was like a... Wasn't there like a bridge or something across the water to like go to another area, or no?
No.
Yeah, no, we still don't know where to go. Well, we need to backtrack either way. So, we should start heading back.
Alright, Alexia, since you decide to start marking your way, I will give you advantage on your survival checks when you make a survival check in the proximity of one of your marks.
Okay.
Okay, we are following you now. Lead on.
Go ahead and make a survival check. Exactly the same.
10.
Oh no.
10.
I'll be stuck in this room forever.
So you actually just end up walking in the opposite direction. So I cannot reach that far end, but you guys start walking down that path.
This path?
Yes.
Like going this way?
Yes. So you guys walk for a couple hours, end up at that path. It does not branch out. It just continues down. Look, make a path down. Yeah, down. So it's a wall and then down still. There you go.
Do you want it narrow or two across?
It's too across. It's big enough.
Some sort of horrible boss monster.
Nah. How far does it go?
Keep going. I'll tell you when. Okay, stop. Now keep going. On the other side. Stop. Push over. Make a path that way. So, on the other side, draw a line now. Okay, and then keep going down. Alright. So you guys will come to about there, in the middle. Yes. And that's after 3 hours of walking.
Yeah.
I mark the corner.
Alright.
Left or straight, fellas?
Hmm.
I don't know, you're our guide.
I have a good feeling about the path on the left.
We go to the left.
Okay. It is filled with bioluminescent mushrooms, much like you saw when you first arrived here. And it's lit up in the whole area, and it's just a small kind of cave entrance that doesn't lead anywhere.
You take one of the mushrooms.
It connects to about...
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I take one of the mushrooms to hopefully have it as a torch. But if
Okay.
it's not one of the long-lasting ones, then we'll soon find out.
Okay, roll a d4.
2.
After 12 seconds, it goes out.
Throw it
12
back in the
seconds.
cave and walk away. Actually, no. I'd like to explore the cave a little more.
Make an investigation check.
12.
12. Apart from a large amount of those glowing mushrooms, you don't find much.
I leave this stupid cave.
I'll try an investigation check as well.
Okay.
12.
You find exactly what Lexi discovered, that this cave is in fact full of mushrooms
Oh.
that glow.
I don't find the one that is perpetually glowing.
No, they all glow.
Forever, though?
They
I pick
seem
it
Mine
up?
to-
lasted for 12 seconds.
Well, you recall that when you first arrived here, when you tap them, they go out, and then once you pull them from the ground, they stop glowing after a while. You've yet to discover if they're edible or not.
I don't want to find out.
You see it one and someone's just like, hey, Ithlin, and they touch you and you just start glowing.
That would be amazing.
Reminds me of Dragon Prince.
See, I knew I had a good feeling about coming down this path. We found the mushrooms again.
But they're glowing mushrooms. They're not water or eating mushrooms.
Have you rolled an investigation check yet?
It is
Maybe-
nice to see light every once in a while.
Maybe you'll find something interesting.
I already found what's interesting, the mushrooms.
Wiped away the beginning of the plan.
Oh, no, we'll never get back.
It just vanished from existence.
Well,
It would
shall
appear
we try
that,
the other path?
yes, we should go down the other path.
Okay. So it continues all the way down, and then also another turn.
Left or straight, boys?
Let's go straight.
Well, technically we didn't go down that space, so never mind. I'm not gonna argue.
Again, I don't know what it is, but I'm getting a good feeling about not going down the straight route. Look, last time I suggested we go down a path that was not down the complete straight and narrow. It led us to wonderful light. Maybe this will lead us to something equally as wonderful.
We go to the left.
Okay. So it's another one of those small caves. This one is not lit up, but you actually can see the luminescence from the cave across the way. And you guys walk for about an hour and a half at this point, and like your feet are kind of tired, and you realize that you kind of just went in like a large circle that abruptly led you to where you were a couple hours ago. Not connected by any means, but nearby. And so through the different cracks in the walls, you kind of look through and you can see the room you guys were just in, or it looks just like it. Excuse me.
But we still have...
Yes.
Where to go?
We go back.
Okay.
I was
Yeah,
so
my bad,
sure of
Mary
myself.
Sorry.
Oh, cool.
So as you begin walking, you see that you can go down an adjacent path or keep going straight.
We need to go into the adjacent path.
Hey, he suggested the adjacent path this time. I'm not going to be blamed for whatever we find.
Oh. This time it's a terrible idea.
I'll go wherever you guys want to go.
Okay. You guys have been awake for about 6 hours at this point.
Investigation check.
Okay.
Ooh, nat 20!
Nice.
I finally find one of those mushrooms that doesn't go out.
Or do you?
If only they existed.
I want it. I want it to exist.
I know.
It's okay, I found us food.
So what you find is it is kind of a pale white tan area. With the glow rock that Alexia carries, you can kind of see enough of it that it is that kind of pale white color.
I forgot about my glow rock.
Never mind, you left it way back there.
I mean, I assume to fight that I've been putting it down, and I've never specified that I ever picked it up.
Yeah, well, then you don't. You
Damn
left it.
it.
You left it back at the Kuatoa.
Guys,
How
we
could
gotta
you
go find
abandon
it.
your pet rock?
We gotta go
That
find
rock.
it. It's okay. I can find my way back. It's fine.
Alright. So you, the mushrooms you find here, then everything's in black and white to you. But the mushrooms you find here, you felt them before. They have similar textures to the weapons that the orcs were carrying. It's kind of like soggy wood, is what it feels like.
Kind of like driftwoody feel.
Yeah, and this whole area is full of it.
Driftwood?
Interesting.
Did you say we found more glowy rocks, or we didn't find more?
You did not. I know you had one with you, but I guess you left it back at the Kuatoa pits.
Gotta go find it.
We're not.
I'll just
will-
meet you guys back here. I'm gonna
We're
go
not
find
doing
my
that.
I will spam cast light because I am curious to see what this soggy wood looks like.
Okay.
limp and
So it is a tan color, a whitish tan color, and even the indents on it, it looks like if you cut wood, like a piece of firewood in half. It has like all those lines that kind of look splintered and everything. This is what the outside mushroom stalks look like, but this area is full of it. With your natural 20, you also discover a kind of draft, I guess, as you're kind of pushing through the mushrooms, and like they're heavy and feel kind of like lumber in itself. But you kind of discover a draft behind like a large portion of them as you kind of pull back and stick your head through. It's not enough for you to get through, but you kind of pull it back and it feels like an actual slight breeze coming through.
What direction is it headed in? It's like a wall, or like in the ground, or like...
It's heading up, kind of like a northeastern.
Oh, so it's kind of like up on a wall, and it's like coming...
Yeah.
which wall?
Kind of here. That area.
You found a squiggly line.
Yep, that's a squiggly area. Yeah.
As I'm rummaging around, I kind of stop. I'm like, I feel a slight breeze. I'm kind of like looking and kind of like feeling for it.
Well, that direction is the most you can discern, like where it's coming from.
A breeze behind the mushrooms.
Have you lost your mind, Earthling?
I mean, maybe he found a way to get out of here.
Is it large
Fine.
enough for us to fit through, though?
Could all strength check the wall in unison. Break it
I mean, I
down.
have broken doors before. Ah, that was a different character, too.
I'm good at strength checks, theoretically.
I could potentially blow up the wall.
Oh.
But no, you guys will just stand right in front of the wall.
Yeah. You won't wait for us to stop strength checking the wall.
Just, like,
Taking
pushing it,
too
like,
long!
I mean, Alexia's not patient.
Well, you guys gotta figure out what you want to do.
Blow it up. Just kidding. You guys can strength check it all you want.
I do have a vial of purple liquid.
Throw the purple liquid.
Start throwing those vials at the wall.
Maybe something will explode.
You never know.
Or be like gasoline, and then I use a bursting pouch.
Could be. Could be.
Hello, world. Just emerge from
No, I'm gonna save those for like the day that I get down to like 1 HP and I don't have anything else to do. I'm just gonna like drink them.
dig through your
Just see what
backpack.
happens.
Yeah.
Alright, what are you guys doing?
I'm just kind of like investigating that. Like I don't know what else to do.
Strength check.
Mhm.
Eldritch blast.
I can't do that.
How do you know unless you try?
I'll try and just kind of like
Manhandle?
feel against like where it's coming out of and see if there's any like loose rocks or anything. So it's like strength check, but kind of like for.
I'll save you the
stuff.
roll. It's all mushroom.
Oh.
Like as you try and push forward, like there's just so much mushroom there that like it's really really slight against your fingertips, pretty much. But there's no space for you to get through currently.
Okay.
Sounds like we need to cut a path.
Does anybody have like an axe or anything like that?
You guys have swords.
Mm-hmm.
Swords are not meant for chopping, though. They don't do that
Use
well.
what you get.
I suppose I could try blasting them to pieces. Would like to step back.
I've got a fire spell. It might be flammable.
Burn them.
Okay, well,
I'm
if
just
you're
gonna
going to
sit in
burn
the
them,
corner and just, like,
excuse me a moment.
no. I'll be over here.
Just behind
Okay.
the wall, like.
I mean, we might, if I'm going to do that, we might want to be completely out of the room. Because if they're flammable, it's going to light the entire room on fire. So,
I like peer around the wall. All right, go for it, buddy, and then go back.
I'm going to move back a little bit first.
Okay.
Just kind of like, I'm back right here, and then cast Burning Hands to see if it's flammable at all.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. What's damage here? $14.
14. You completely incinerate the area you aim at as you kind of spread your hands forward and shoot the blast out, and they immediately catch on the fire.
Nice.
And the whole room starts lighting up, and it kind of like creates a chain reaction of the entire room just kind of lighting on fire.
Nice.
Um,
And that's why we weren't standing in the room.
yeah.
You created weird scripts.
So, the entire room currently is ablaze.
That's...
There is smoke eking out of the room, and
Yeah,
you guys
we
are
need
coughing
to,
and...
yeah, we need to evacuate the area until it's done being on fire.
Just gonna wait for it to burn out.
I mean, it could be a while.
We just let a smoke signal. Now we're gonna get ambushed.
We're in a cave.
Yeah, but there's some sort of opening for a breeze, and now the smoke's going out.
Well, hopefully it goes somewhere. We don't know that yet. Okay. So how long do we have to wait before it's...
Do you guys just sit there and wait?
Sure.
I mean, outside of the range of choking, of
Okay.
asphyxiating.
Come on, man.
Do the flames, like, illuminate? Like, do they,
Oh
like...
yeah, that's very well lit in this area right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
As
Well.
if we needed it to be hotter in here.
Yeah, we're all sweating profusely.
It is extremely warm.
Yeah,
It's uncomfortable.
It'd be very hot.
I need those dice.
Which one?
All of them,
Dang
yeah.
it. Come on, man. It's creating a boss homunculus.
I know.
I just realized that was a really bad idea.
Oh, did you know?
Yeah, no, I wasn't using like real world logic at all when I did that. So,
This isn't the real world.
for everyone's
It's
information,
the Underdark.
you should never light a fire like inside of a cave because if you heat up rock too rapidly, it can fracture and cause like a cave-in and kill you.
Oh, well, we're all dead. Party wipe. Thanks, man.
Yeah. No, I mean like we're not standing in the room, but like in real life that could cause a cave-in. Like
Yeah.
it's not a good idea. It's too late for that now.
It's too late for us now.
Cause a cave-in.
But yeah, for the future generations, don't do it.
Generation.
Yeah, if
Who
you're,
knows,
if you're
perhaps-
camping, don't do that.
Perhaps Ithlin will be the one to discover that lighting a fire in a cave is a bad idea. And write a book about it and tell the world.
Yep.
If we survive.
What did I summon?
So you guys kind of wait for about 30 or 40 minutes. Everyone go and make a perception check. You'll have high enough passive perceptions that you'd hear something coming.
16.
11. So low.
9.
Only Varys begins hearing the shambling and scraping of some kind of boot against rock, and it's coming from all sides.
It's because I'm too busy cooking a mushroom.
Yeah. You just got a mushroom at the tip of your sword, just...
Yeah.
I summon my packed weapon and draw my other blade. You hear that?
Nope.
It sounds
hear you
like
clicking
perhaps
around.
we might have company soon.
Kind of.
Is it Rocky to come find us?
I don't know, but it seems to be coming from a side of which I'm not sure.
Well, that's helpful.
Yeah. Super helpful.
You guys
Okay.
do?
Well, I've stopped cooking a mushroom, and I'm
You eat
listening and like paying attention now.
Okay. After a while, and they kind of step through the smoke you've created with your fire. They step forward, and what you see is on both sides of you. They're not being subtle in the slightest. You see dwarves, but their
Dwarves?
skin is ash gray. Their hair is this kind of almost ember-like red color, mix of like red, black, and orange. Kind of like simulating fire. Their eyes are completely blank though.
Dark Iron Dwarves.
Interesting.
Is that what they're called in WoW? Dark Iron?
Yes, but they're called Duragar in this game.
Yeah. They're like
Oh, great.
essentially the same thing.
No, actually. The Dark Iron Dwarves are much different. But this isn't WoW. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, so low.
Oh, garbage.
25 to 20.
We all
None of
rolled
us.
super low. It's okay, I rolled best.
20 to 15.
You have the worst initiative.
Okay, it's me. 15 to 10.
11.
10 to 5.
8.
Damn it, 7.
Yeah!
Oh, man.
Oh no.
Well, they got the drop on us
Yup.
because of the smoke screen that was created.
He rolled low perception. It's not my
Well, you
fault.
heard them
always have
coming.
low
That's the
perception.
important part.
Because of errors.
So, out of the smoke, you also see on one side, it's kind of a mixture of like a bug and kind of a crab, as it's got like the insectoid looking face, but it's got large pincers and covered in like this huge carapace like shell.
Why are there such weird creatures down here? This place doesn't make any sense.
They live exclusively in a cave. Weird stuff lives in caves.
You guys also see another one of the creatures that you guys saw previous when you first encountered the Kuatoa. You guys see this thing again?
Oh, gross.
This one is alive though.
I
No.
don't like that.
Let me pull up the other thing real quick.
We've made it so far in the Underdark, guys.
It looks kind of like this.
It's kind of like a praying mantis thing.
Those things also lumber past them. Getting as close as they can, actually. Make a swing on Alexia and Ithlin. Actually, 2 on Ithlin, 1 on Varys. 2 on Alexia. That'll hit. Disadvantage on Ithlin. That'll miss. That'll miss, but barely. And now Varys. Alright, so only Alexia gets hit.
Wow.
So the one in front of you, he swings forward and he's got a shield and an axe in one hand. He swings with his axe and it slams into you, and the limited space you have to try and jump back, but it still clips you barely. You take 7 points of damage. And at the end of that, it's Varys' turn.
Time to be a bard. I cast tongues on myself.
Okay.
So for the duration, any creature that speaks a language can understand what I'm saying, and I understand what it's saying.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Whoa! Let's stop this fighting. We are not your enemies. We are simply visitors that are lost here. We have no idea where we're at, and we need help trying to find our way out of here. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Oh, god damn it. 19?
Okay, that's still good. One of the dwarves, and it opens its mouth as if it was the one speaking, but it doesn't move its lips. It just kind of opens its mouth like slack-jawed, and they all have these blank expressions on their faces. And it says in a very kind of like raspy voice, "If you do not want to fight, then come willingly."
Ask him where.
And this actually doesn't echo around you guys. You hear it in your head.
Oh, damn.
Interesting. Is this a male dwarf that I can tell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really tell them apart, but yeah.
Yeah, males and females all look the same.
It's hard.
Lexia, Iplin,
We learned that from Lord of the Rings. Come on.
put your weapons away. They will allow us to come with them if we surrender ourselves willingly.
Go with them where?
I don't know, but it's better to have a native lead us around than it is to wander around these places for days on end without any sense of direction.
Unless they lead us somewhere to our death.
Oh, come on.
We can take this many. We can't take more than that.
I think it's better if we figure out how things work around here before we do anything rash and make enemies of everyone and everything here. Put away my scimitar and dismiss my packed weapon. Just trust me on this, okay? Be diplomatic.
We are running out of food and water. We can't last much longer. Put my weapons away.
Okay.
Trust
I will
in you,
turn to the
Varys.
dwarf. I believe my friends are in agreement. They unfortunately don't have the same gifts with magic as I do and can't understand what you're saying. So I will have to translate for both parties.
Give us your weapons.
No.
That won't affect me, but I won't tell them about that.
Hard pass.
They want us to give them their weapons. Or give them our weapons.
Mm-mm.
Are we to be restrained as well? Are we being taken prisoner?
I don't know.
You hear the voice in your head at this point. Precautionary.
I will surrender my weapons, but I will not be restrained. I am no man's prisoner.
I will not give up my weapons.
Lexia. Do as they ask.
No.
You can surrender your weapons, or I can take them from your corpse.
Okay, why would I surrender my weapons when he's threatening my life?
It means no difference to me.
No.
So be it. And they all raise their weapons up to fight again.
Alright.
Oh, come on!
Varys, you want to do
Oh,
anything
man.
else in your turn?
No.
No, I'm pretty sure my turn's over.
Yeah, Ithlin, you're up.
Alright. And swing at number 4, whichever thing is in front of me.
Okay.
It's a number 2.
What?
Number
Oh.
2's in front of me.
Oh, yeah. I was just looking at the wrong thing.
That's fine.
Yeah. I'll hit the second one. Why not? Oop, I bounced out. 11.
11 will miss.
Alright. Attack number 2. Even lower.
You see at this point as you're swinging on them, they're covered in pretty hefty armor.
Yeah.
At least half plate.
Well, one of them's got a shield too.
One of them has a shield.
Hard to hit.
A couple of them just are wielding two-handed weapons in their hand. The creatures behind them have not advanced further, but they're just kind of standing there, slack body expression.
Alright. Third attack. Let's see if I can not roll garbage. Still garbage. 14?
14. It just slashes off of different metal placings of the armor as you swing against it. He deflects it with a hand, and he kind of deflects it with a gauntlet, and then you slam into his shoulder, and it doesn't go anywhere at all.
Let's see. I'll just cast True Strike, and that's it. Can't do anything else.
That's a cantrip?
Mm-hmm.
So you already attacked.
I thought cantrips I could do instead of my bonus action.
No, you can use your action to do a cantrip, but then you get a bonus action attack. But you still have one action per turn. So, you make an attack roll, you can't do a cantrip.
I thought I could. Oh wait, no. One of my attacks can be a cast. That's what it is. I can't use all of them. Because I have war magic, but if I use all of my attacks, I can't cast anymore. Magic, any kind of magic has to be one of my attacks. I'll just use my offhand attack then. That's all I can do.
No, so with war magic, all it is you, instead of making an attack action, you use your action to cast a cantrip, which allows you to make a bonus action attack. But that's all. So instead of attacking 3 to 4 times, you'll attack once and cast one spell. Yeah, so you made your attack action.
Yeah.
You have movement at this point in the bonus action. And you guys are fully healed again, so you guys have all your actions again. Your action surges and second winds and whatever bards get.
So the only bonus action I can do is offhand. I don't have anything else.
Yeah.
Right, let's see. So terrible. No, it's not gonna hit. Well, it's so low. Terrible.
Alright. Alexia, you're up.
I pull out my scimitar.
Okay.
Swing on number 1.
Okay.
17 to hit.
That'll hit. Are you sure it's 17?
Yeah. 7 plus 10.
Dexterity plus proficiency plus 1.
Yeah, my dex is 5, my proficiency is 4.
Just making sure. You don't melee attack often, so I gotta make sure.
No. Alright, so there's a con save of 14.
Makes it.
Dang it. Okay. 8 damage.
Okay. On number 1?
Yep.
Alright. So you manage to find a vulnerability in the arm and you strike against it, and the wound begins to like fester immediately, but he does not seem fazed by it in the slightest.
Do I still get like the 3 attacks?
Yeah,
Even?
you have 3 attacks regardless. You're a fighter.
Alright, I do it again.
Okay.
Oh, 14.
14 on this.
Ooh, 21.
That'll hit.
Do I get to do the poison each time? Like, does he have to do the con save every time? Okay. So con save of 14.
Makes it.
7 damage.
Okay.
I'm done.
That was 2 attacks.
No, that was 3. But the
She
second
missed with one of them.
missed.
Oh, okay.
Only 2 hit.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. After Alexia is my turn again. Swing against Ithlin. 2 on Alexia, 1 against Ithlin, 1 against Varys. We'll hit Alexia.
If I'm not using my bow, can I still do use the charges?
What do you mean?
I don't know. It seems like it's more just range stuff. Because the white with the bow gives me.
It's got to be currently.
Hunter's
It has to be
mark.
technically equipped too.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's on my back. I'm just not using it.
Disadvantage on Ithlin. That'll miss. So Alexia, you're gonna get hit twice.
What?
You were gonna hit twice.
Like you.
So the 2 in front of you, 2 and 1. You take a total of 12 damage. As both of them hit you, it's 12 damage total. Varys, you will take 5 damage.
Ugh.
And Ithlin, as they swing against you, your cloak activates in the nick of time, and you kind of blur for a second, and they swing where you were. After that is Varys' turn.
Fine. If you must kill everything that we encounter, at least make sure we keep one of them alive to interrogate later.
Okay.
I will draw my offhand scimitar and use my action to conjure my packed weapon, and I'm done.
Okay. Ithlin, you're up.
Alright, let's see if I can hit the broadside of a barn this time.
Okay.
Alright. Let's swing it. Second one again. Hup. That's better. Okay. Let's see. 23?
23 will hit. Which one are you aiming at?
Second one. One right in front of me. Get my calculator out. Okay. $14 damage.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna swing again. Okay. 11.
11 will miss, unfortunately.
Dang it. That's better. A third attack will hit.
How much was it?
Let's see. 25?
Yeah, that'll hit.
Ooh, max. 21.
Alright. Number 2 falls.
Nice. So I have my offhand. Gonna try and hit number 3.
Okay.
Nice. Alright. Let's see. 21?
That'll hit.
And 15 damage.
Alright. Doing anything else?
Nope.
So you cut one down and actually deliver a pretty deep gash to the other one. Alexia, you're up.
Alright, I swing on number 1.
Okay.
Oh,
No.
okay, that misses.
It's a death miss, natural 1.
There we go.
27 to hit.
That'll hit.
Con of 14.
That's wrong dice. That one fails.
Yes.
Ooh, what happens?
I get to roll a d10 of damage.
Nice.
And I think it's specifically poison damage for it.
Yeah.
So.
They're considered poison.
Alright, so 4. So 9 regular damage and then 9 poison damage.
Well, he was already on his last leg already.
Okay, well.
So he falls over, kind of starts foaming at the mouth as these kind of purple spider-like veins kind of start pulling up to his neck, and he just starts foaming at the mouth and spilling over.
Jesus.
Very dead.
Is it an action to switch weapons?
It's an action. Depends how you do it. If you drop a weapon, that's free. To pull a weapon out is still an action. You can combine it with a movement. But either way, if you want to stow and draw a weapon, that's an entire action.
Okay, what if I drop and pull one out?
It's still an action to draw it.
Okay. And
just gonna be an
since I
extra-
already started my attacks, I can't do it mid-attacks, right?
It's just going to be... Sorry, what?
I can't do it mid-attacks, because it's either...
No, you already took your
Oh,
attack
okay.
action, yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, it would take you one action to pull your bow out. That's what I was getting at.
So I'd have to do that at the beginning of my next turn?
Yes. Because you can either put a weapon away or draw a weapon.
Okay. Can I just put my scimitar away now and end my turn?
You can. You don't have to attack if you don't want.
Okay.
You don't have to take the extra attacks on your attack action. But you yeah. Either way, you gotta put it away.
Because if I run up on her and swing, and then I move back, she gets an AOP because I moved out of her threat range.
Yeah.
I don't want that. I think I'll just put it away and end my turn.
Okay. After Alexia is my turn. So, the red monstrosity with the different arms is gonna step forward.
Damn it.
Jesus Christ.
Are they actually super OP? You didn't think this through?
No, it's just ridiculous. So steps up on you, it's gonna make 4 attacks.
On me?
No, on Alexia.
Oh.
No. That'll hit. That won't. And that'll miss. So it lashes out at you. You dodge out of the way of 2 of them. One of them's gonna hit though. Take 9 damage. And then its mouth kind of... The center of its body, mind you, is its mouth. And it kind of like stretches forward. And its hands become kind of like a cage around it. And it goes to lash at you to grab you. And you jump back from that as well. And then 1 on Ithlin, 1 on Varys. I'll miss the 1 on Varys. Some disadvantage on Ithlin. That'll still miss.
Nice.
Varys, you're up.
I will attack number 3, I think is the one you were attacking, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, actually. No, yeah, I'll just attack him. 15 to hit.
15 to miss, unfortunately.
I will try again.
Okay.
26 to hit.
That'll definitely hit.
Okay, cool. 10 damage.
Alright, he goes down.
Nice.
I will step up to where he was just at. Remember, keep that one alive, and I point to number 4. And then I will use my bonus action offhand attack to attack number 20. Or
Okay.
the D20.
Alright.
That is a 23 to hit.
That will hit.
$12 damage.
Alright.
And I am done.
Alright. After Varys Sithlin's turn.
Cool. I'm going to attack number 4.
Okay.
Nice. Let's see. 25.
25 will hit.
Oh, no. 11?
Alright, 11 damage. So you peek over his shield and his stance is slack. And you swing at him and the shield kind of goes wide, slams into the wall next to him, and you take your advantage at that point to slash him once.
Alright. If he's not dead, I'm going to attack him again.
Okay.
13.
13 will miss.
Attack number 3. There we go. 27.
27 will hit.
And 14 damage.
Okay, he goes down.
Nice. Alright. I'm going to move up a square and use my offhand on the big guy.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
20.
20 will hit.
Nice. And 17 damage.
17 damage. So you leave a small dent in his armor, but ultimately you clank against it, and it's hard and it's rough, and you don't even see any visible damage that you might have done to it.
This is another one of those big
It is this thing.
monster things? Oh no, this is the bug. The monster thing is on the other
Yeah.
side. Okay.
Anything else?
Nope.
Alright, Alexia, you're up.
I move and take an AOP.
Okay. That'll miss.
Ooh.
I take out my bow.
Okay.
Do I still get my 3 attacks?
You can combine pulling out a weapon with a movement, so yes.
Okay, cool. Bonus action, mark it with Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
We'll attempt a sharpshooter.
Okay, on which one?
Ooh, actually, you know what?
The red one or the brown one?
The red one.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a beguiling arrow on it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have Xanthar's just so I make sure that I'm using it correctly.
Okay.
Because if this works, we could have someone to do our bidding for us.
Okay. What is that 787? Every time I look at it, I'm just confused. On that page, 787.
Oh. That one's probably hit points at some point.
Okay, so it says I choose an ally within 30 feet of my target. Can I be my ally? Like,
You
can I
can't
choose
be
myself?
you can't be your own ally, no.
Okay, well we're all within 30 feet. Okay.
If you could be your own ally, you could give yourself advantage and such. On lots of things.
Cool. Okay. I know what I'm gonna do then.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna use a beguiling arrow.
Okay.
It's got Hunter's Mark on it. I want to make sure it hits, so I'm not gonna do sharpshooter. I'll just do a regular.
Okay.
$21 to hit.
Just barely hits.
Okay. So arrow damage. Okay, so it takes 20 damage total. I'm choosing Varus to be the ally that charms the target.
Is this a mind-altering effect?
It's psychic damage.
Okay.
So I get to choose an ally. The creature is charmed by that ally unless he attacks it.
So unfortunately, you fire your arrow,
No!
and the magical energy releases around it, and you hit it, and then you feel the energy snap all of a sudden, and it takes no effect.
What? Come on! We wanted a survivor. Would have been perfect.
I'm sorry, my backside is not charming enough.
Alright. Does that still count as the losing an arcane shot? Because it landed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang it. That is so unfortunate. Okay. Well, so does it actually take the psychic damage or not?
No.
Okay, so then it only takes
20?
15.
No.
Because it would just be the arrow damage then.
Okay.
And Hunter's Mark.
Alright.
Bursting arrow.
Okay.
Isn't that gonna hit
20.
you?
No.
It's 10 feet away.
Of me?
Of it.
Yeah, point of origin. She's two squares out.
Okay, fine. I'll take the damage.
Sitting
I
in
don't
that
care.
square.
I don't care.
He's seeing both of them. He's a large-sized creature. He takes
Okay,
up
he's-
2.
I'm
he's
not
taking
hitting
up
you guys,
4.
so it don't
Yeah.
matter.
Alright, go ahead and roll damage. Let's see if you hit first of all.
20 to hit.
20 hits, yes. Just barely hits.
8, 9. Oh, wait, I didn't even add all my arrow damage to it. Nope, yes I did. Never mind. Okay. Yes, it was 15 for the first one. Okay, so 8, 9, 16. So he takes 21 total.
Alright. How much do you take?
5.
Okay. So the corridor explodes around you guys, and debris falls from the ceiling, and the sides start to fall a little bit. And, the corridor just got like a little bit wider, as a matter of fact.
Last shot. Gonna try sharpshooter.
Okay.
Natural 1.
Filling with smoke.
Natural 1. That's
Yeah.
2 in a row.
Does my nat 1 hit anyone?
No, you don't have those disadvantages anymore because you're a
Alright.
sharpshooter, luckily.
I get yeah, okay. Wait.
And your bow's magical, so the string won't snap.
I marked him with Hunter's Mark this time, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, then I'm...
Okay.
Psych actions! No, I'm just kidding. I'll
Fuck
say
it, you action surge.
I'll say
You could?
No. No. I'm done. I'm done for now.
Alright. So on my turn, it's gonna move up to you.
I should have actions.
I should have action surge.
Because now I can't use my bow. Unless it's at disadvantage. But then I just use sharpshooter and everything's fine.
What do you mean?
Well, it says I don't get disadvantage at the... Oh, it's not long range. I still have close-up disadvantage.
Yeah.
fine. I'll just stab him multiple times with an arrow.
That'll hit. That'll hit. That'll miss. And that'll miss.
Wait, he's swinging on me 4 times?
You.
Again?
He has got 4 arms.
This guy.
And the mouth.
And a mouth.
It's got 4 arms in the mouth.
And a mouth.
You will take a total of 18 damage. And then on you guys,
Minor flesh wound.
it looks right at Varys and then turns to Ithlin. Makes 3 attacks on Ithlin. Oh, it's natural 1. Can't get worse. Second attack. That might hit. No, disadvantage. Those will both hit. So it swings at you twice, and it hits the wall with the first claw, and it kind of breaks more around, and smoke starts bellowing out of the side as it. This whole corridor is starting to get filled with smoke now, as whatever area contained it before begin the bursting arrow, and as well as the damage is now doing to the structure, and so it's swinging around. The third hit finally, though, in the confusion, actually connects with you. Those actually with its mandibles too, so those sick things at the beginning of its face pinch around you.
Gross.
Yep. So you will take 9 damage total. And I got a natural 1, so it checks. But that is the end of his turn. After that is Varys' turn again. Varys, go and make an insight check. Do you see the truth in the cosmos beyond?
29?
You do.
Oof. You know all things.
Yeah.
You can tell that it has 0 interest in you.
Mm.
You got 2
Interesting.
natural ones, didn't you? Do you want to do this with me?
Not that time.
Well, before that. I don't know. I was
What are you talking about? I've taken all my nat 1 shots,
just seeing, bro.
I think.
Alright.
Leave a
I'm
comment.
not trying to die tonight.
Someone keep track.
I will just unleash on it then. And.
Wait, no.
Well,
No, I think
Yeah.
I thought you got a natural 1 the turn before that as well.
I think you did.
What are you trying to do to me, Jordan? Shut
I'm
up!
I'm saying, I'm pretty sure you did, but
It's not a big deal. Man.
alright, I'm
I don't
a.
remember.
I'm a swing at it.
Solidarity. Alright, go ahead.
That is a 16.
16 will miss.
Kill Shield's
Alright.
been watching the whole time, so.
So
they
try
can
that
comment
again.
If they remember.
That is worse. Much worse.
so sad.
Alright, bonus action attack. I just didn't do anything this turn, guys. Don't worry about
You
it.
slam your weapons against it, and it holds up its claws, and it covers itself in kind of a makeshift shield with its claws as you slam against it, and it what does not pierce its chitin-like armor.
Alright, I'm done. And I will be right back.
Alright, Ithlin, you're up.
Very well. I shall attack. Huh. 19.
19 just barely hits.
Alright. Not minimum damage. Okay, that was minimum damage. 14.
14 damage.
Alright. And second attack. 20.
20 will just barely hit again.
Nice. Slightly better than minimum damage. 14 damage.
Okay.
And third attack. Oh, 11.
11 will miss. You find 2 slight interests for your weapons, and you stab forward, and your blades don't even go that deep before you're pushed away. But you do make 2 slight impalements. You slash it again. This time it knocks your weapon away with its claw.
Offhand attack.
Okay.
Alright, that's gonna hit. 28.
That'll hit for sure.
$11 damage.
Alright. Ooh, it's the magic number. Alright. Alexia, you're up.
What is it? I
Yep.
guess I could move around. Can I? Is there space to move around it safely?
Yeah.
Or would I touch
can move around
fire
it.
and then?
I mean,
Because this wall is no longer there.
if you cross into that square, yes, you'll take fire damage, but
I don't want to be at disadvantage for my stuff though. I'm gonna move back here, take some fire damage and an AOP.
how many squares of fire do you cross through?
2.
These two?
Yeah.
Okay, you don't touch this, then you're fine. You don't take any fire damage.
Oh, okay.
You'll take the OP
Yeah.
though. Which I think this is, yeah, this is.
Nice.
Ooh.
But you feel the force behind the attack because it just barely missed you.
Alright, I'll use a grasping arrow. Sharpshooter, grasping arrow.
Okay.
Oh, 14.
Don't miss, unfortunately.
Mm.
Alright. Regular grasping. 17 to hit.
That'll also miss, unfortunately.
How many arrows do you have in your quiver?
That's for me to know.
Oh, because I mean, you only recovered 1 that one time you looked for him.
Yes, but I also have a bag of holding that I can pull them out
Oh, it's full of arrows.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good.
of. Grasping arrow again. $21 to hit.
It just barely hits.
Nice.
Mm, 11.
Nothing like minimum damage. Oof.
Hey, minimum is better than 0.
It's
Do you want the
true,
different kinds
but
of damage? Alright. I think that was 13 total. And he's got the athletics save when he decides to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that was bad.
Alright.
Oh, wait. No, yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3.
Do you want to do anything else?
I'm gonna do second one for my bonus action.
Okay. So let's make an athletics check on his turn. That will definitely pass.
This is
So
not going
he
well,
will
guys.
break out of your grasping arrow.
No!
He then uses his bonus action. He actually dips beneath the earth and disappears.
Oh.
And it does not. He's not digging. He literally just phases into it.
Neat.
And then
Oh, damn it.
on Ithlin, make 3 attacks. Natural 20.
Good.
Natural 19. That's definitely gonna hit. And then just barely miss your AC, the third one. So he will take 21 damage from the critical hit. And then from the normal hits, 13. So a total of 24 damage, or 34 damage. And at this point, he claws you once, and you kind of stumble into the wall. And he tries to claw you again. You duck under it, and you actually feel the pinches of his mandibles into your skin. And now he's got you between them both, and he lifts you up into the air with them digging into you. So you need to make a luck check on your turn to break out of it. And that will be the end of their turn. Varus, you're up.
Well. I am going to just make 3 attacks on him, I guess.
Okay.
17.
Just barely misses.
Alright, let's try again. Ooh, 22.
That'll hit.
That is 16 damage. And bonus action attack.
Okay.
25 to hit.
That definitely hits.
10 damage.
Alright.
And let's see.
You feel the mandibles pinch and contract around you as Varus slams into it multiple times.
I am done.
Okay, Dithlin, you're up. So you were
Alright.
currently constricted. Did you make an intellect check?
Let's do that. Uh, 15.
You try and pull and get away, and it tightens around you, and blood's oozing out of your side, and you feel your ribs kind of crack under the pressure, but you're currently stuck.
I'm gonna use a point of luck.
Oh!
16.
Unfortunately, nothing changes.
Dang.
You can still see. You have a bonus action still. You can still make a bonus action attack. If you have one, you can use bonus action pretty much. Anything you do while restricted right now that you have a disadvantage with.
I'll try an attack, I guess.
It was an action through the athletics at the beginning of your turn, so
Oh.
you'd have a bonus action left.
So I can't do anything.
Yeah, nothing. Okay, Alexia, you're up.
Try a sharpshooter.
At
The red one.
okay. It's actually currently not there. You can't see
Oh,
it.
huh, never mind.
Yeah.
Then the brown one.
Okay.
Would I be able to do it with them standing in front of it?
Yeah, you have sharpshooter for that reason. You can fire through enemy or allies.
Alright, I'll try the beguiling arrow on that one.
Okay.
Ooh. I'm not gonna. Damn it, I have to do sharpshooter with them standing there. $16.
Miss, unfortunately.
Ugh.
The arrow kind of slams against the armor, like kiting around it, but doesn't pierce.
try it again.
Alright.
Sharpshooter, beguiling arrow.
Alright.
Nope. Even worse. Oh my god.
It's 3 or 2.
You guys make everything so much harder. Do it again.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Okay, 24 to hit.
That'll definitely hit.
Alright. Oof. 8, 9. So 9 piercing damage from the arrow.
Just give me the total.
Oh. But does psychic damage do anything to it?
I guess give me the psychic then.
Okay. 7 for psychic.
Okay. So how much for the arrow? 9.
9.
Okay.
Okay, so he's gonna be charmed by Varus.
Similar to the one you fired at before, you feel the magic kind of like not take a hold and just snap away.
Okay, well. Done. Nope. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Evelyn. Misses you. Even with advantage, misses you. Wow. Twice. Okay, that'll hit. But, okay, that'll hit. So you take 18 points of damage as the mandibles around you squeeze even more, and you feel your blood kind of like warm your tunic and your clothes as it starts dripping down your body. After that, this one phases up through the ground next to you. It's gonna make 4 attacks on you.
God, you can't just get off my ass.
That one will hit, that one will hit, that one will hit. That one will miss. It's a total of 19 damage from all attacks. You're relentlessly just kind of slammed into you, and you get pushed up against the wall slightly, and you feel the wind knocked out of you, and parts of the ceiling begin crumbling again around you, and it's starting to become a very unstable area to fight. Varus, you're up.
I will attack number 20 twice.
The one in front of you guys?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the guy in front of me. Well, that was shit. Pretty sure 15 misses.
15 will miss, unfortunately.
Alright, second attack. Ooh. 28 to hit.
That'll hit. Alright. Okay, roll damage.
9. 15.
With all the repeated blows against it, you slam into it multiple times. And the first one doesn't really pierce, but it does leave a small dent there, and so you see your opening and you slam for it, and the middle of its chest actually completely caves in as you pierce the chitin-like armor, and you slam through it, and it goes all the way through, and the mandibles around you release, and you fall to the ground. And the creature falls to the ground as well. And there's no more.
Alright. I will turn and look at Ithlin and... Are you alright?
Barely.
Well, I'm glad you're alright. Where are the dwarves? I told you to keep one alive. You just killed him, didn't you? You and Alexia, both the same. Fucking animals. And I storm off towards Alexia because I know she's in trouble.
Okay.
I've never been in trouble a day in my life.
And I am done with that.
Okay. Ithlin, you're up.
I'm gonna cast Blade Ward on myself.
Okay.
And then...
So gives you a bonus action attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna move. Let's see. 5, 6,
You're not under the effective boots of speed anymore.
That's, yeah, I know. These are 5 foots.
Yeah,
5,
6
10,
squares.
15, 20, 25.
Okay, speak sure.
Yeah.
Make sure
And
you-
then offhand. Let's see if I hit. Yay. 24.
24 does hit.
Uh, 12 damage.
Okay. Alright, anything else?
Nope.
Alright, Alexia, you're up.
I take my full movement and invoke an AOP.
That'll hit. 9 damage.
Try a sharpshooter. Nope.
That'll definitely miss,
Regular
unfortunately.
shot. No, sure. Okay. 30 to hit.
30 definitely hits.
26 damage.
Okay.
Try a sharpshooter again.
That'll definitely hit.
Yeah. Cool. $24 damage.
Alright, anything else?
Is it an action to try and intimidate them?
Yes.
Okay, then no.
Okay.
Oh, well, if I action surge, can I use one of the actions to intimidate them?
You would forego all the attacks for action surge and just
Then
try and intimidate.
no. Not worth.
Alright. Ithlin, being the one in front, is going to attack you.
Shield!
Okay.
Oh, really? Do you have that?
Yeah. I just forget to use it constantly.
Nice.
What's your AC right now?
24.
24. That just barely hits you, actually.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Dang.
First attack will hit. Second attack will hit. Wow. Natural 1 on the third. And that's it. Good news is you get to half these. Is a total of 16 damage, so half would be 8.
Ah.
With the natural 1, however, he caves in the part of the wall and rocks fall on him, I'll say.
Oh, good.
And he dies.
Oh, nice.
Victory.
So a huge boulder, not a huge boulder, but like a spiky stalagmite kind of falls down, slams into the open mouth, and he just kind of like gurgles and then stops moving.
Well then.
Well, unfortunately, we didn't leave one alive to intimidate or
I kneel down
interrogate or anything.
To it as it's like gurgling and dying and just
You
like,
kind of look up to it. It's a large creature.
oh, okay, I look up to it. Congratulations, you played yourself. And you two, I can't believe it. I specifically said leave one of them alive so we could figure out where to go.
I tried charming them, and they didn't fall into my psychic abilities.
Yes, I'm sure charming them involved refusing to go with them peacefully and threatening violence upon them.
I was perfectly fine keeping my weapons and not using them, but they insisted that I give them up, and then threatened me if I did not, so no. We do need to leave this place, though, and rest a bit.
Is that one room still on fire?
Probably.
It's starting to die down. It's mostly just smoke at this point.
Right.
It's very warm in there, though.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe we're lucky, and maybe one of them had a map or something on them that could tell us where to go or what it is that we're dealing with anyways.
Very well. Search their bodies. I'd like to search for arrows, too.
Yeah.
How many did you shoot?
Let's see. Probably about 15.
Okay, make an investigation check.
No, 16.
Go ahead, roll a d6.
Oh, D6. 2.
Find 2. Gotta get higher in those investigations.
Yep.
You need to get higher than this.
I want to check the dwarves.
Okay, I'll save you guys some rolls. They are wearing basic. They have no personal belongings beyond what they're wearing. They have their armor, they have their weapons, but that is it. However, as you turn them over and kind of go through their pockets and try and find something, you notice that on the back of their head, there is that same luminescent goo all through the back of it.
They're being mind controlled.
That doesn't bode well.
How strange.
Well, at this point, we need to make camp to eat and drink and gain HP.
Perhaps. I'm just curious as to where they came from. They ambushed us from both sides, so clearly there's some way behind us and forward that they came from.
Well, we also came from the path behind us.
And no doubt, the fire that was started alerted them to our presence, so there must be something in this room, too, that led them straight to us. Perhaps if we investigate after things cool off a bit. I wouldn't mind waiting to check that out and then perhaps either backtrack or continue forward and see where the path goes.
Very well. We'll rest here and investigate when we can.
Although, this wouldn't have been necessary for us to wait or anything if we had kept someone alive, I'm just saying.
Talk to Ithlin, man. He killed the dwarf. You signaled to be kept alive.
I was willing to go with them.
It's alright, I blame you both equally.
Alright, so for the sake of brevity, we're almost done. You guys can take a full rest.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll even say that nothing happens throughout the night.
Oh, good.
Animals, I tell
This
you.
place is bonkers.
So, by what might be morning, you're not really sure. All that's left is the smell of ash in the room. The fire had gone out at some point, and it just smells heavily of ash.
Alright. Do you find anything over in that corner where the breeze is coming from?
You do see a way for you guys to head up.
Great.
Well, at least one good thing came out of this. We did find a path that was hidden. Perhaps it will lead us to where the strange dark dwarves came from. I knew you guys couldn't understand what they were saying, but they were like speaking as if in my mind. They weren't really saying anything.
No, I heard it as well. It responded to me.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
That's very interesting.
We venture on
Yep.
up that path.
So the path kind of snakes and weaves, and it's not the same size. There are points where you have to start crawling and get low to the ground. There are points where you have to kind of one by one very carefully slide through the wall. It varies in path. There are times when it is enormous, and you guys can all walk next to each other side by side. Not bad. That's cool though. Not bad. That's not it. Okay, we'll say that you guys come across this area, and there's a bunch of glowstone in the distance, and you recognize it. And as you guys start walking forward, you see a group of 6 Kuotoa, and they're kind of speaking to each other, and it's kind of like a gargled mess, and none of you understand their language, so it kind of just, you're not really sure what they're talking about. What do you guys do?
They haven't seen us yet?
They've not seen you, no. They're each holding a glowstone, and they're just arguing at each other.
I would like to cast tongues on myself again to see if I can understand what they're saying.
Okay.
And try and sneak a bit closer if I can't quite tell what they're saying.
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Alright. We about to roll that one, boys. Wow. It's not great, 12.
12. There are times where you step too loudly, and you're kind of quiet at first, and you step and it makes a loud thud sound that kind of echoes throughout the cavern, and their little, like, neck sacks kind of, like, bulge up, and they look around, they're like, did you hear that?
I stopped moving since I can hear them now. I'm just like...
So, you guys are probably about there then. There. So, much like the last time you tried to sneak up on them, they immediately, not even really like hearing you itself, they kind of look around and then they... There! And they all kind of like pull up their weapons and nets and everything. However, as they start advancing towards you, the earth around you begin to shake and rumble, and rocks begin falling from the ceiling, and different areas begin to kind of collapse, and this huge purple monstrosity slides across, wiping them all out at the same time. And leaving behind this enormous path in its wake.
Oh my.
And it continues going, and it slides down about 5 minutes until it's finally out of sight and gone. Varys being the only one who saw it fully. This is what it looked like.
I turn around and look at you guys. Well, that was the first time I've ever seen fish used as the bait, as the worm seems to have eaten the fish in this instance. Things are clearly different down here. So is there like a path forward, left and right, or?
Yeah, there's the path forward as well as a huge gaping left and right path.
I would suggest we avoid going down the tunnels that this thing just made, as I would not enjoy encountering it. So, let's just walk forward, shall we?
I agree.
So you guys keep heading up, and again, it snakes and turns, and it gets smaller, and it gets bigger, and at times it's very uncomfortable to ascend upwards. At times it's very comfortable. It's not the last time you hear that violent rumbling and shaking. It's not by you or near you by any means. It's not like it's right above you, but you hear that creature moving for quite some time. And you walk for about a day at this point, heading up. And right when you get to the point where you're exhausted and you need to take rest, you begin to realize that you've pretty much been going up for a while now. And the screams you would hear throughout the Underdark that would echo around you guys are far away, and you haven't heard them in quite some time. You begin hearing the sound of clanging hammers and different things like that, and you hear movement around you, and wherever you're at now, it sounds much more lively than where you were just at. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Interesting.
Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us tonight. That's all we want, is just to play this game for you guys, see us doing it, and get your own games going, and hopefully this is any kind of inspiration to you in the slightest. And feel free to use any of my work. I've had people comment before, like, can I use your stuff? Like, yeah, totally. That's any DM's dream. Use their content, please. If you think it's good enough to put in your own game, please do it. That's amazing. But we'll be back next week around the same time. Have a safe Halloween. Have fun.
Yeah, it's Halloween.
It is Halloween. This week, I think. Yeah.
Yes.
So do something fun. So follow us on Twitter and Facebook, and if you're doing anything fun for Halloween and D&D related, send us pictures. I want to see you all dressed up as your characters, as other things, just playing D&D. I want to see all of it. So all of our social media sites are down below, and looking forward to seeing it. Bye.